today I have some work to do. I have to prune my tomatoes because I found a caterpillar this morning. So I have to prune them and check them for more caterpillars. And I will be spraying some BT to help with them. And I do need to prune my cucumber plant. It's showing signs of powdery mildew. I need to fix that. Let's get to work. I'm gonna start with this plant. First thing you wanna do when pruning your tomatoes or any plant in your garden, you want to wipe your snippers with some alcohol and a paper towel. So you clean them real good, and that will prevent spreading disease throughout your plants. So every time you go from plant to plant, you clean them. So that is very important. So first, I am going to assess my plants and see which leaves I need to cut. So you want to create airflow. That's what we're trying to create. I just have a trash bag to put all of my leaves. So you don't want to cut too much, but you want to cut just enough for the plant to have airflow. So yeah, I'm just gonna go all the way around looking for caterpillars and just getting rid of leaves. You should be able to see if there is any caterpillar in your plants. So you're gonna see they're like poopies. They drop these little black little poopies on the leaves. And I mean, obviously your leaves are gonna be all chewed up, or your tomatoes are gonna be with big old holes in them. That's good. Let's get rid of this one. So you see here, there is some little tomatoes, but sometimes you just have to get rid of them. You just have to avoid the plant getting way too bushy. I think this one should be good. And while I'm at it, like getting rid of leaves, I am getting rid of suckers. What suckers are is the little plant growing from the armpit of the tomato. So this right here is a big stem, and this is a leaf, and then right here it grows another stem. So that's how the plant just keeps going, getting bushier and bigger. Here there's another one, so we just pinch it if it's small enough, and if it's too thick, you just clip it, because if you don't, you might damage your plant, and that is not good. Because if you create a wound, like whenever you peel the skin, that is bad, because that is just introducing bacteria into the plant. So it's good to prune your plants when the weather is dry and like not so like rainy or humid. A lot of people recommend pruning your tomatoes as soon as they are like about 2-3 feet, but I just let them do whatever they want, because I notice that I get more tomatoes doing that compared to pruning them so much. Because that was one of my mistakes when I first started growing tomatoes. I would just prune them, and I would end up with no tomatoes at all. Because, like I said, the little suckers that grow in between the armpits, that's where your tomatoes grow. So if you keep pinching the little suckers, that means that the plant doesn't have the chance to grow tomatoes. So yeah, so I will just watch it, when you need to start pruning. That's what I do. I just prune as I go. If my plant needs more airflow and is getting too out of hand, then I give it a little prune. One right here is called champagne bubbles. I've never grown this tomato before, and so far I like it. It's producing a ton of tomatoes, and they're these cute tiny little tomatoes. Let's see, I'm gonna prune a few of those little suckers because it's just growing so much that I feel like I don't need that many. So it's even climbing the grapevine trellis. Is that crazy? Let me see. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. Let's see. Let's cut this one. And that one. So you want to get rid of all the leaves that look a little like ugly, that are yellowy, or like this one, like dry. So the best time to water your tomatoes is in the morning. In the morning, that will prevent the roots to sit in water for too long, so you don't get any fungus disease on them. Well, I think that one should be good. So you don't want to leave any of these leaves on your bed, because that is not good. If your plants have any type of disease, it's just gonna spread it around the plant. Oh, now this one. This is a beef master, I think it's called. It's a big tomato. I was not supposed to keep it, but oh well. I couldn't help myself. So you grow these plants and it's hard to get rid of them. I did give away a lot of plants to my family. I grow most of my vegetables from seed. So all of my tomatoes I grew from seed. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So this is what I mean when your tomatoes are too bushy. You can't see if there is any caterpillars attacking your tomatoes. So that's why having them pruned, it will help you eliminate pests and disease. So that's why it's very important. So yep, one tomato down. Well, like 2 or 3 now. So you see now there's more space in between the stems. You can see good in there, so you can check them out. If there is any little bug, trying to get your tomatoes, don't let them. Well, that is it for the tomatoes. Now let's get to the cucumbers. Now you see that there is powdery mildew. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this sunflower and trim down all of the cucumbers. That way it's not so crowded. So I'm doing the same thing. I am creating more airflow, and I'm getting rid of leaves that look yellow, or like now they have powdery mildew. So we get rid of all of that. I think I'm gonna trim a little bit of the eggplant too, just to be safe and prevent any type of fungus disease. I already cleaned my snippers and I should be good. So I am all done with the pruning. Now I saw a few things that need to be harvested, like there's a cucumber and a few squash. So I'm gonna do that. There you go. The first squash of the season. How cool! Just put it in our little basket. Oh, by the way, that right there is Molly. Is my little kitty. She's the cutest. Okay, so we have one squash and one cucumber. It's pretty good. So that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.